What is going on, water signs? This is your girl Venus Archangel here with another love reading for you guys. If you're unsure of your placements, go ahead and check the description box below. Also guys, please remember that these readings may not resonate with everybody, and that is totally fine. With that being said, let's go ahead and see what's going on in your love lives from the 17th to the 18th of November, Saturday and Sunday. Alright y'all, see what's going on, see what's going down. Nine of Wands, y'all exhausted. Not willing to give up though. Nice, willing to fight on, but don't mean that you're, hyped up and ready to go. You're just tired and beat down and ready for this to kind of conclude itself. Alright, let's see how this is going here. Oh wow, you guys got the King of Pentacles in your present too. Because the water signs have got the same card there. Underlying energy is Temperance. Why do you have Temperance? Because of the Ace of Cups. New love, family. New love. And now it's all about patience. Focusing on the self, maintaining your energy, your space, and to pretty much allow divine timing to do what it do. Okay. All right. So let's see what's going on. The heart of your reading, so we can get started. Right. Stay optimistic about your love life. Okay, positive thinking and faith will bring you romance. Now, when it says that, please understand that positive thinking comes from solutions but being honest and realistic about your situation. You can't be positive if actually things are going to poop. But what you can do is find solutions that benefit that will over time benefit your relationship. Now where you're coming from is apathy and feeling stuck. You kind of you're looking at what you're used to, what you're constantly dealt with, and it's starting to become blasé, like it doesn't really get you anywhere, right? And I do get the sense that where you guys are coming from is from a place of you're trying to maintain positivity, but it's really hard when you have been shown no positivity. You haven't been shown anything positive. And it's to be real, right? To be frank. You're not enjoying where you are, or you're just feeling stuck in a situation. You don't really know how to spice things up. You don't know where to even go to spice things up. So be really honest about where you're coming from. Now you got the Eight of Cups coming up in the future with Four of Cups in the past. Like, it doesn't necessarily leave. And I think the situation is this. Somebody in your life is very much focused on finances. Or somebody's focusing on the materialistic aspect of life. Someone could be committed to someone else. Or this person is just plain old boring. And at the same time, this person is very loyal, very, committed either to you, I feel like this is to you if this is not someone that's committed to someone else. And this is someone that does do hard work, that does focus on finances and everything like that, because they are providers at heart. They don't try to, just focus all their energy on their careers. They want to be a provider and, be someone that can be relied on, obviously. And how they think about doing that, or how they believe they can do that, it has a lot to do with money, finances, things like that. And that's just how they are. Doesn't mean it's correct, doesn't mean it's right. But that's what they believe. Now, staying optimistic about your love life, I feel like it talks about thinking about things that will benefit your relationship, both emotionally and, spiritually, right? And I feel like, considering that you have a place here with the Four of Cups here, just kind of like tired of everything, just kind of like not getting anything out of anything, just feeling stuck. There's obviously a cup of love available behind you, and you don't see it. You're right, or you haven't been able to see it for a long time. But I feel like you were able to redirect that energy to the King of Pentacles, spending more time with him, being more intimate with him or her, right? Now, just because the King of Pentacles comes up doesn't mean it has to be a he. This can indicate a female too. It just, I say he or she because I'm talking about the card itself. But I feel like with the King of Pentacles showing up here, this is somebody that's really trying to be stable, grounded for you and themselves. And I feel like if you shift the focus to other things, there will be, there's a potential for things to be good for the both of you, right? So for things to, you know, get out of the sticky zone, if that makes sense. Not really moving, not really doing anything, just feeling emotionally stuck. If you shift your focus to what it is that you want, what you would like to feel, the ideas, the emotions, everything will come flooding in. Now the future is the Eight of Cups. You will start to be more and more aware of what it is that you don't want, ready to kind of leave the stuff behind that you're not interested in, or not, not wanting to deal with anymore, because you don't, you know what you don't want. You don't really care. It's not satisfying to you. But you do go off and find what it is that makes you happy, what makes you feel good about your life, period, and what makes you feel, makes you feel like you're headed in a direction of purpose. Okay. I feel like ultimately, and just like honestly, that makes you happy, right? Because you want to look for that ninth cup. The Nine of Cups is the content card, the wish card, the card of manifestation, because you are living and breathing happiness, right? You're not necessarily looking or longing for that externally. You have it within, and you want to look for the happiness within yourself, perhaps, because it externally is not going to offer it to you. And I feel like the King of Pentacles may be somebody that's offering you all kinds of gifts and luxurious things, providing you with physical support, but that is still not enough. I think there's something internal that you have to find within yourself to be happy. And I don't think the relationship itself is necessarily, the complete issue, if that makes sense. Now, with your goal, aim, ambition coming up with the Six of Wands, it's almost like it's saying here that, of course, you want to be proud of what you're doing, of where you're going, of the relationships that you're in, of the path that you're going in the relationship. And it does start by knowing that you know where you're going, know what you're doing, recognize the progress that you've made, first of all. The Six of Wands talks is this person, people around this individual are proud of this person because of the work that they've been putting in, the effort that they've been putting in, the fighting that they've been putting in for their success to be recognized, to be had, period. And they are themselves in turn recognize the progress they've made and are happy about it. They're proud of it. And how do you do that, right? How you look at where you've come from. You look at how far you've come. And I know it's hard to see any potential happiness coming about anywhere, but the second you recognize where you're coming from and how much you've been working, the easier it will be to kind of find solutions and reinforce, not just positive thinking, but reinforce solutions that will benefit the both of you. And it also helps to remind you guys of why you are in the relationship together, not just, what do you like about each other? What do you love about each other? Recognize the things, the aspects about each other that you're proud of, and then, use that to your ability. Or to your absolute ability, okay? Because it's easy to know what you don't want, but it's hard to figure out what it is that you do want. And if you shift that focus, it'll help find solutions and find things to do that will improve the relationship. Because I think this person's very loyal and willing to work with you. Obviously, this person you see is very stable, but they're not, they may be really boring, or they may not be giving you something that you feel like you need. And the only way for you to really add to that is by being the person that you need to be for yourself. Which is why temperance, when you go back to temperance talks about focusing on you, focusing on yourself. What do you like about yourself? What do you want within yourself? What do you want, period, in your relationship? What do you want more of? Alright, let's see what the Whispers of Love has. There's too many cards here. Alright, so it says spend some quality time together. It is imperative that we spend quality time with those we are in significant relationships with, listening and talking to each other. I can agree with that. I feel like this situation is that somebody's time is really put into other external matters rather than into the relationship. Like I said, the person is doing everything they can for the relationship, but that doesn't mean it's always what is necessary and what's needed for the relationship. I think there's some time and some quality time that's needed, and it looks like that's kind of what's going on. I think this person is kind of like doing their own thing with the work, but kind of not really into, engaging with you, spending time with you. And that may be a thing that you may need, right, to spend time with your partner. But the thing is too, you may have to spend time with yourself, which is why they may have backed off, right? Everything happens for a reason, and usually if we're left with ourselves, there's something that we need to learn or to understand about ourselves before we can share that with everybody else. If you notice, nines, which indicate the person itself, that one person, Nine of Cups, Nine of Pentacles, Nine of Wands, all those people are just, there's only one person in those cards. It always is reflective of us, of our individual selves first, before we expand that to other people. 10 of Pentacles, 10 of Cups, and I feel like that, getting to know ourselves, spending time with ourselves, knowing what we need, knowing what we want, shifting our focus from the problem back to love, those things are important for us to do so we can know what to do later for our relationships, if that makes sense. Alright, y'all. Thank you so much for tuning in. You know how much I appreciate all your love, guys. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And I will see you guys later on, okay? Take care. Bye, guys.